Okay, so this is our second lesson for our circles unit. So we're going to write the equation of a circle from information about the circle. So last time we were given the equation of a circle and asked to graph it by finding the center and the radius. And today, as you can tell from the first one, we're going to be given the center and the radius and asked to get the equation. So we are writing the equation of a circle from there. Now we have to remember our equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So here we go. So my center is 3, negative 2. So this is my h and this is my k. And 3 is my r. So here we go. So we think about that we have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So let's just substitute in what we have. So we have x minus h which is 3 squared plus y minus k, which is negative 2. So negative 2 squared is equal to my radius, which is 3. So 3 squared. Okay. So now what I have to do to be done is I have to go through and have to check and say, do I see any signs that need to be changed? And this right here needs to be adjusted to a plus sign. So we have x minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared, and then 3 squared is 9. And then there is my circle. Now, if I wanted to check, I can check on Desmos. So, come to Desmos, and I'm gonna type in this. So I'm gonna go x minus 3 squared. Oops. Not multiply, plus y plus 2 squared equals 9. Okay, I think you can maybe see that. So now I go to over to my circle. And I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. I'm going to try to figure out my center. So my center looks like it's right there. So if I type that in, my center is supposed to be 3, negative 2. So if I type this in, 3, comma, negative 2, there's the center. I think you can see that. So the center of my circle is 3, negative 2. And then I needed a radius. I needed a radius of 3. So I can just count. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I feel confident that this is my circle. So that's how you do the first type. Okay, so now we have another type of problem. So when you go to the practice, if you want to, you can go ahead and stop the video and do the practice ones that's just like this one, or we can go ahead and do this one. So we're doing endpoints of a diameter. So first off, we need to remember what a diameter is. So we think about a circle. So that would be a radius. But if we went all the way across, that would be your diameter. So diameter is the distance across a circle. So the distance across the circle. So we have a circle with endpoints located at these 2 points. Now it's important to remember that the radius is 1/2 the diameter. So what we need to know the distance of diameter. Okay, so we need the distance formula. Now you may remember the distance formula. The distance formula is the square root of x1 minus x2 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So our 2 points were -8 and 2, and then -2, 10. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So x1 is -8 minus x2, which is -2 squared, plus y2, which is 10 minus 2 squared. Now this, you can go to the calculator. So I can come back to Desmos. And I can type it in. So square root, -8 minus 2 squared plus 10 minus 2 squared, and my answer is 10. So the answer is 10. So equals 10. And this is my radius. All right, so the other thing that we need, so if you think back to over here, we had a radius and a center. So we have the radius, now we need the center. Okay? So all this was to find the radius. Now the center is pretty quick. Almost out of ink. Okay, so the center, use midpoint. Okay, so use your midpoint. You remember what midpoint is? So midpoint was x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and then y1 plus y2 over 2. So that's going to be x1 was -8, so -8 plus -2 over 2, and then 2 plus 10 over 2. All right, calculator again can help us out here. Okay, calculator's pretty good. There we go. All right, so clear. All right, so I need to do -8. So -8 plus -2. Oh, see, I don't want that. So I need parentheses. So I guess we need to put these in parentheses for Desmos. So there and there. So parentheses -8 plus -2, close parentheses, divide. Now that's what we want, divided by 2, and that gives us -5. So this one is -5, and then we do it again for the next one. So we're going to say parentheses 2 plus 10, close parentheses, divided by 2, and we get 6. Okay. Now, we're almost done. So now we have, this is our H, and this is our K. So we have everything we need. So we got our 10, our H, and our K. So now we can come up here, and I'm just going to write it. I'm out of room. I'm going to write it right here. So this is our formula. So we've got X minus H, which is -5 squared, plus Y minus 6 squared equals 10 squared. And now I just go back and I check and I say, okay, and I can combine. So right here I got 2 negatives in a row. So my final answer is going to be X plus 5 squared plus Y minus 6 squared equals 10 squared is 100. Okay. So this one, pretty short. This one takes a little bit more time. So your center is using all of this. So that's how we find our center. And then all this is your radius. So your radius comes from this. All right, guys, a lot of work, but I think you can do it.